has sort of like a eucalypty kind of flavour. People just embrace bush foods a lot more and Aboriginal culture, because that's the whole thing. I like to break down the barriers. So it's all about using native ingredients that we can source.
Chef Dale Chapman runs workshops to bring communities together, sharing her love of nature's bounty.
So there's the ground one, there's the corn. I speak about all of the native ingredients and how to use them. They get to taste them, they get to have the tapas box, they interact and enjoy everything. And I think a lot of people are always quite overwhelmed at what bush food can do and how good it does taste. Are you enjoying those flavours and smells? Aren't they great?
From a new base on the Sunshine Coast, Dale's reaching out to a broad audience.
I opened the store this year in early February. Just had to bite the bullet really and get it open.
Her retail shop is stocked with native produce sourced from growers across the country.
We've got ranges of native oils, we've got syrups, we've got all the different spices that you can use in your everyday meals. We're bringing out a whole new range of bush foods. There are a lot more culinary herbs and fruits and stuff coming on the market, and that's due to the influx of Indigenous people growing bush foods.
While there's new interest in the health benefits of some native foods, Dale would like to see more Indigenous growers profiting along the food chain.
Hello, how are you?
By bringing people together to try and buy, she hopes to become an agent for change.
I really think it's important to have people embrace around a table with food, and lots of little conversations start to happen. So you get people go, oh, this tastes like this. I remember that smell when I was a kid. So it starts to evoke all these wonderful appreciations of the bush, the Australian bush, their childhood, my childhood.
Dale learnt to cook growing up on the banks of the Bellon River at Dirrumbandi, 6 hours drive west of Brisbane.
My mum's not Indigenous, my dad was Indigenous. Dad, he was a drover. When the work was on, he had to just get up and go.
During the Stolen Generations era, Dale's family feared local authorities and they moved often.
I was in 13 schools before the end of grade 7, so every 6 months you moved. And that was not to be taken. This is using all native ingredients of all my products and how to bring it all together.
Dale's love of cooking was inspired by her mum, Valda Scott.
We'd have Chinese, we'd have curry, you know, we'd have just a range of stuff. My mother is the rock, and she's the one who made sure that we had consistency and stability all around. So she's the one who taught me how to cook. That's the key to my success, was my mum.
Dale started her cooking career as a teenage apprentice in Brisbane.
Flavour everything up with some native salt and pepper.
In recent years, Dale helped to introduce the world to Australian bush foods. But the pandemic hit Dale's business hard.
I sort of fell into a bit of a slump. We had COVID, you know, that hit. I sort of got depressed, you know. I went myself for 3 or 4 weeks, you know. And then I said to myself, you have to get on to IBA, Indigenous Business Australia. Hey Frank, how you going?
Good, thanks, Dale. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
From February to April of 2020, My Dilly Bags pretty much was drastically impacted. I think it was about 100% decline in revenue.
Dale received a loan grant package from IBA to reinvent the business.
That has helped me to develop cooking classes, all my signage, you know, like all the I can't believe how things add up so quickly and before long, you know. The course has been going really well.
Yep.
People are embracing this native
sourdough,
sourdough. Yeah, it's all very exciting.
And through the virtual market space, and that's knowledge sharing, that's cooking classes, that's really understanding those storytelling. There's like ancient culture and the ancient law. She's just going to touch new customers and hit it hard.
It's all part of a bigger vision, helping local communities to prosper.
The platforms that I want to build are for artisans, Indigenous artisans who don't have a platform. I've got a number of weavers, a number of an Aboriginal dietitian and nutritionist. They'll come in and run programs. The more people I have coming through the door, whether it's to do my workshop or whether it's to do theirs, everyone wins.